Hey everybody, how you doing? Got a pretty important video for you today. Now there's been some issues with these Zorro butane inserts. I know a lot of people have gotten them since I posted that video. It's gotten about like 20,000 views. A lot of people have bought the inserts. The link has changed now. You can't follow that link and buy these anymore. The AliExpress, I guess, they changed the link. You got to go elsewhere for it. I don't know. I'm not posting a link to get them. I've given them enough free business. They're not doing anything for me. But here's the problem with these inserts, okay? They work fine. They work good. But the problem is right here, this plastic piece, okay? See that piece? It's held up by a spring that pushes up instead of a cam spring that goes on where the wick goes. It comes up through here. There's a spring that pushes up and there's a piece that goes in there. But the problem I had with the other one, it broke. So in order for it to do it, what happens is it gets really dry in there and then this cam keeps pushing on it. What happens is, I'll show you what eventually happens to lighters like this, is it's going to spit that piece out. There's only one way to fix that. You have to get a little toothpick and you have to apply some grease in there so it can move freely. That is the only way to fix that. And there's two different styles of here I got the double torch that doesn't have the sight window. It's a fully enclosed one piece. I've never had it happen to one of those. I actually haven't had one of these break yet. I've had it for about a year. I use it regularly. I've given some to friends and stuff like that and people I know from the channel. Theirs has not broken. These are the only ones that breaks, but I like these ones because they're a single torch. They use less butane and they got the sight window. It's easier to fill and maintain these. But I want to show you guys something. For anybody who wants to take apart one of these, I want to show you the internals of these. I want to show you what these look like, what to expect, how to fix any part on these, and how these are actually working. So, as you can see here, that's what happens. The piece, I'm having a hard time focusing, it seems. The piece flies out, see that? The piece flies out and you can't use it anymore. And look, there is no way to change it. There's no screw-on piece that you could pull the spring out, put something else in. Once this breaks like this, it's broken. That's it. So I had two broken ones because these inserts are cheap. My Zippo one has not broken yet. It still runs great. The only problem with it is it doesn't light first light anymore. So a lot of the times it takes 5. I know right there it's been doing it in 2, 1, but usually that's not the case. This is a Zippo butane insert for anyone wondering. This is the official. I have to say these are better. They are more expensive. Yes, I can buy 5 of these for the same price as one of these, but what do you do? Better is better. Now I know you're going to say, oh, but these butane Zippo inserts come from a company in China too, and they're just Chinese crap too. Well, they might be, but they seem to be better than these. That's all I can say. The main reason for me getting these is because they're brass. So let's go on. All right, so you're going to have a variety of pieces in here. I put all the little pieces in there. I'm going to show you how this works. So here's a tank. Here is the fill tank, right? You fill it in. You fill it in here. It comes up in here. It fills all this up and all this up, okay? And then this is the reservoir that takes out the butane to the top piece, okay? But this is very tricky. So here, now this is a sparker. You cannot change the batteries in these. The motion of what you're doing creates the spark. In the old lighters that used to have electric spark, or whatever you want to call it, they actually had little watch batteries in there. When I was younger, if they died, I would take them out, I'd replace the batteries, and the clicker would work again. They replaced that at some time in the end of the 90s with these little things. Don't be afraid of this. You could pull this out. It is fine. This is the piece. Hold on. This is the piece. It goes in here like this, okay? It goes in here like this, and that little piece, see that hole? It'll pull right through that hole. You can pull these out without damaging. Don't be afraid. All you have to do before you pull it out is you have to bend it straight, because it'll be bent pointing into the chimney there to spark the butane. All you gotta do is bend it straight. It'll pull right out. You can put it back in. But before you put that back in, you have to put the button in first. Just let that be a reminder. These things are very they take a certain order. Like, they come apart in order, they go together in order. They're very funny little pieces of things here. Now, when this attaches on, okay, this can only attach on one way, right? You could see it here. It can only attach on this way. This piece has to go in here. This piece has to go in here, right? Hold on. Okay, and then see the hole here? There's a pin. This pin right here that comes with it. This pin has to go in there to hold it. And when you're doing this, this rubber hose that brings the butane to the torch part, you have to take that off. You have to put it on this piece first. That is a big must. You have to put it on that piece first. And then when you close it, you can put your tube back onto the piece that gets the butane from the reservoir, right? So after that, this little screw here goes in on the bottom, right? This slides in, and then you screw it back in. That's how it holds it all in. Now, don't worry, guys. This is completely safe. I have rebuilt this insert, right? Sparker wasn't working on this one, and obviously the camshaft broke on this one, so I took two together and made one perfect one instead of opening a new one. I always try to fix things first. So now, what you got to do is, this piece here on the sparker, right? There's this little thing here, this little rubber thing. It goes in this slot on the bottom. Okay, see how it just slides into the bottom there? And then this piece goes on like this, in here like this, okay? And then this piece here is going to lift. This piece here is going to lift your butane. See? Oh, sorry, I wasn't showing it. This piece here is going to lift your butane. It slides in right there, nice and easy. And you can push down on it right now, but what happens is the button will be on here, right? The button will be on here, and the button is what's going to push down on that, see? And that's how it all goes back together. You have to do it very fine, and you have to pay attention. But luckily, I have this video now, so if you need to see how it goes together, or you need to ask questions, you have taken yours apart, you can come back to this video and you can see all the parts and how they look and what you got to do to get them done. And no one has a video of these disassembled and how to reassemble them, so I wanted to show you that they are possible to fix. If you have more than one, you can swap parts from other broken ones depending on what's broken. I have not figured out how to make this spark better. Okay, now in the Zippo, in the insert it was in, the one without anything on it obviously, and the one it was in, I was able, like, it does spark, right? But it doesn't spark strong enough to light the butane. I don't know, it lost its charge somehow. Like, it still sparks, but not strong enough. And like I said, the old ones, you can change the batteries in, see? And I don't know how to fix these. I don't know how to fix these coral ones yet. But don't worry, I am going to have a video, just in case one of you out there loses its spark or loses its strong spark. I'm eventually going to figure it out. There is something in there, some cleaning I can do, maybe some polishing on conductivity, something I can do to fix this. So I will be doing that, and I will get that fixed. But this is always a good parts video. So after using these for months, what do I really think of the Zorro insert? They're good. Like, I have to admit, like, the brass just looks so good. I'm a brass guy. I like brass inserts, brass Zippos. So, like, the whole brass appeal of this, yeah, for sure. I like being able to see how much is full. That's a bonus. But these ones aren't as well made as the Zippo ones. I want Zippo to make a brass one. That's what I want. I want Zippo to make a brass one, because I think their inserts are better. I think their butane inserts are better. My Zippo butane insert is way older than these and has seen way more use, and it still works every day without question. I've never had to take it apart and fix it, other than the flame adjustment to make sure it'll take the crappier butane. because these are filled with better butane than you're buying at the store, right? That's why it seems like they only work once, and then after you go through the butane that's in them, they don't work anymore. You got to do the adjustment. Not big deals, not deal breakers either. Pretty easy to fix. But all in all, they're good and they're cheap and everything like that, and they're the color I want, and they do everything I want, and you know, I have a box of them, so whatever, it is what it is. But I still recommend getting the Zippo over these, because if you don't, if you're not willing to fix them or do the work to them, you're probably gonna have problems with these. It really seems like that. But they're still my everyday users. The Zippo butane insert just sits around on my desk for when I need it for those kind of things. But it's wintertime here in Canada. I'm also not bringing the butane insert out with me. This is just a house Zippo. The Zippo I bring out every day, I use a regular fluid insert because I'm in Canada, and if you leave this out in your pocket for an hour, it will not light. If you leave this out in the snow for a few days, it'll still light. It doesn't matter. The fluid will always light. It helps you light wet wood too when you're trying to create a fire in the winter here and all the wood's damp. So it helps a lot. But anyways, guys, that's my guide to the Zorro butane insert, how to fix problems you might have, how to get around it, how to disassemble it, reassemble it. I hope that video you find useful, and anyone who's wondering, yes, my channel got hacked. I'm starting a new channel, so please join, subscribe, share it around. We're going to rebuild this, guys. We're going to have the live streams going again. We're going to do the giveaways again. We are going to get it all back. We're going to get our community back. I took a little break there. I was pretty upset after it all happened, but now new year, new me, new channel. Let's get it done, everybody. Thanks for participating. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one.